that example is quite complex, but I'll try to make it to simplify it. Once you publish, the publish-subscribe mechanism is an implementation of a protocol that Meteor guys developed that is called DDP. I don't remember what it stands for, but that's a protocol for interacting within sockets. Okay, to send messages and get these messages back. That protocol is exactly what I've shown earlier here. The interaction between the server and the client through that socket. That's DDP. Now that socket, it's actually a good example. In that socket we are subscribing to publication, and once this publication, and this publication starting to send data to us, the data it sends to us, it sends with the added message. Okay, so for example, here it adds a new message to the certain collection that you see here. But the important thing is that you have this added. That's the first part of the mechanism. You have ready, which means that the initial set of data was sent and is ready, and you have also the changed. You have removed, to remove information, and in that case we don't see change because it's impossible to change things in this example. But these calls, okay, once you define your own publication, you can use them directly. So in that example, instead of, in that publication, okay, instead of sending a cursor, you see we don't return a cursor here in the end. What is being done is that we're starting to add, they wanted to implement here a count of, I guess it's messages for each room. Maybe it was a chat, I'm not familiar with that specific example, but they wanted to count a certain documents and to send it to the, and to have it in the client in a form like get something like and then count 10. Okay, and then to have it for every room. Okay, so that was room 1 and room 2 as 15. Okay, now once it okay, sorry, it's not for every room, it's for a specific room. You can see that it, when you are subscribing to that publication, you give as a parameter what room you want to get information to. If we take the example that you gave, if you want to publish information about a certain stock that you might receive from Yahoo Finance, okay, you'll have a publication that receives as an argument the symbol of that stock, and when you just begin, you start by sending current, say, the last quotation for that stock, okay, so that will be added, price, and the price for the stock symbol, and then sorry, that will be price. Price will be like your make sure that I'm not mixing it out. Okay, let's continue. Let's say that in the client side, those things in the server side might not be database. In the client side, it will look as if it's a database because in the client side, we hold things in a pseudo-Mongo data structure. Okay, so we have documents in the client. In that case, we add to the counts collection the information about the specific symbol. In that case, it can be Yahoo, for example. So that will be the symbol, that will be the ID for that document, and here we'll set the price. Okay, so that's what we'll do when the publication begins. We'll add the information about the stock, and we'll send the ready signal, the same ready that you saw earlier, and then we'll start on the server side. We'll continue listening on the stream of information we'll receive from Yahoo Finance. It could either be a stream, or you can keep asking Yahoo Finance every few seconds. Okay. Now, once data changed, we'll send to through that publication the change signal. Okay. It will be again to the whatever collection name you decide to have it in the client side, the name of the stock, and we'll set the new price. At that moment, the client will receive it. If you had a template that showed this price, it will automatically get updated. You won't have to do anything, and that's it. And in case of stocks, you don't have the remove signal. But that's in general how you do it, how you define arbitrary kinds of publications for whatever kind of data that you have. So the protocol is very customizable. It's not dependent on Mongo, and that's why, and that's how, for example, for the Redis database, that's how it's been developed. And by the way, this is how it's developed for Mongo itself. It's just one case of the DDP mechanism. Are there more questions? Okay, so thank you. I have
okay, thank you, Daniel. It seems that we still have some time. No worry, my talk is very, very short. Okay, my talk is about Meteor with Cordova, and let's begin by Meteor. So I think you have known that Meteor is a new framework which contains both the front-end code and the back-end code. So you can use Meteor to create a web app very quick. So what is Apache Cordova? How many people have ever heard Cordova? Please raise your hand. Oh, cool. So how many people have heard the PhoneGap? Oh, cool. So you know that. So Cordova is a tool to help you to convert your website to the mobile app. So when Meteor plus Cordova, then you can develop a web app and mobile app very quick. So how to add the Cordova support for iOS, Android? You just need to click Meteor App Platform iOS in your command line. Then you will automatically install the Xcode tools or initialize your Xcode. And if you want to remove that, you just need to click Meteor Remove Platform Enjoy your iOS. And if you want to show how many platforms have you installed, you can type this platform. I will demonstrate the iOS one later. And after add the platform, the only thing you need to do is type Meteor run iOS. Then you will pop up the simulator. If you use the iOS, you will pop up an emulator for the iOS. I will show that later. Then there are two ways to run that in your mobile app. The first one is the simulator. Another one is to run it on your physical device directly. So if you have an iPhone, then you can connect the iPhone to your Xcode. Then you can run your media app into your iPhone directly. So let's have a quick demo. So we use the example by Daniel. So it's the same example as the desktop. It's an open chart. So sorry, I didn't record video.
Huh.
I hope it works.
Yeah.
So after you clone that, let's see whether it works or not. Okay. I think it works.
Yeah.
Cool. Then remember, add the platform. Yes. iOS. Because I have installed it before, so it's very quickly in this time. And the next thing to do is to run iOS. And you will install some Cordova plugins